All right, folks, I think I have a good one here. This is a 2001 Chrysler Town and Country minivan. But the difference, or the cool thing about this one is it's an all-wheel drive vehicle. Start it up for you. As you can see, ice cold startup. Has 127,493 miles on it. And there's none of those annoying check engine lights on or warning lights. I mean, the only warning light, obviously, telling me to put my seatbelt on, that the back is open, which it is because I opened it to show you, and that we should probably put a little bit of gas in it. But those are all good warning lights. This thing has actually a pretty significant amount of equipment in it, and it runs fantastic. I'll just tell you a quick story is, we've had a lot of snow this year. Actually, I'll just give you a quick little brief view. That's like after it melted a whole lot. We've had a lot of snow. But every time snow came, I actually put my wife in either this or my other all-wheel drive vehicle. So she actually drove this for a couple weeks and never reported any issues with it. So I think I'm pretty confident in saying that somebody's going to end up with a pretty decent vehicle. It's not perfect, trust me, but it's pretty darn good. Okay, let's go over the power window on that side. No problem. Power window on the driver's side. That's no problem. And if you look in the rear view mirror, hopefully I have doing this right, you can see the left vent goes out and comes in. And we'll do the vent on that side, out and in. Those are power rear vents. Mirrors, let's do the left mirror, no problem. Up and down, and we'll go to the right side. In, down, up, no problem. Horn, works as it should. Wipers, where are they? Oh, right here. There you go. There's your windshield wipers, and of course I know they work. It does have a rear wiper defroster, but the hatch is open, so I can't show that to you right at this second. It does have rear heat and rear air conditioning. It has a radio, and it looks like, let's see. Yep, AM/FM stereo with a little graphic equalizer. All right. And also, there we go, and that sounds much better. It has a CD player, which there's none in there, and it has a cassette deck, which I have no idea if it works. The air conditioning, I don't know. I can't test it. But if you'll notice, when you push the little thing, the light goes on. So I'm going to guess as nice a shape as this has been kept in, it most likely does work. But again, it's only like 20 degrees out today. I can't test it. Has steering wheel controls for, of course, your cruise control, which does work. Let's see, what else can I tell you? It's got, you know, the compass and everything, temperature, all that. What else? Yeah, pretty much, you know, it's what you see is what you're going to get. Oh, it's got this little thing, which actually this was an option. This is removable. See, it's got a release handle there. You can take this and actually move that if you want back between those two captain's chairs, or take it out altogether. There's, you know, it's just a place for, you know, to put your stuff. Okay, let's go out and we'll hop out. All right, couple of things. Let's see. First of all, let's do the carpeting. And as you can see, it represents itself very nicely. There's very little wear and tear, actually, you know, on the pedals and whatnot. So it really does show that, you know, the mileage is not that bad on this. Okay, it does have a power driver's seat. And we'll see, watch. Forwards, backwards. Now look at this. What you got to do, this button here is missing. So you just go like this and you can see it works, no problem. See, what I'm doing is this and that. Okay, so if you want, you can have that fixed. That's up to you. Pretty clean. I can't say whether it was a smoker car or not because I don't know its history. There's your door panel, and let's check. We'll start with the left front tire. And I got my handy dandy little gizmo here. Check this out. It tells us how much tire tread is on here. These actually look to be pretty healthy tires, I have to say. All right, put that in there. Go down. Don't give you a whole lot of space. What does that say? 7:30 seconds? Let's try this. This is really hard to do, actually. Yeah, on the outside tread, it's showing almost 13:30 seconds. That's your left front tire. This is your left rear tire. We'll go in the middle. That's about 8:30 seconds. And on the outside edge, it's about 8:30 seconds. Not bad. Two Goodyear tires. Let's go check out the other side. All right, and let's see. This is also Goodyear tire. It looks like about 730 seconds again. I try all the different tread. Yep, 730 seconds. So far we're getting pretty consistent results on the tires. And here's your right front. And again, as you can see, 730 seconds. Now, interesting, and I always like this about a vehicle, it has matching Goodyear tires. They're a good brand and they match. What I find good about that is that somebody bothered to change them all at once. Usually when someone doesn't really care about their vehicle, yeah, they'll change them one at a time or something like that. That just means that somebody really maintained the vehicle. That's what I think. All right, doing the body. Right front fender. You know, a little mark here, tiny little ding there, and a little chip. Other than that, pretty clean. The paint's shiny and clean. This is your right front door. No dings, no dents, and one tiny little chip right there. All right, here is front passenger side, and as you can see, nice clean dashboard. As with all the Chrysler Town & Countries, usually wood grain trim. I doubt it's real wood, actually. But you can see the seats are in very, very good shape. Very clean, doesn't look like hardly any stains. Here's your flooring on the right side. I'll do your door jamb. Again, clean as can be. When I say clean, I'm not like necessarily saying like it's not dirty. I mean, usually clean means rust-free is what I mean. Now, if there's going to be a rust issue, most of the time it'll start right here. All right, at the lowest point in the door. All right, but that looks to be pretty good. All right, we'll open this side up. All right, now we'll go and check. Look, it's got the second row of floor mats. Does it have the third row too? Yeah, check that out. Third row of floor mats. This is a 7-passenger vehicle, and here's your way back rear seat. 3 people can sit there. They are individually removable, as you can see. It's split right there. And it's got the very popular captain's chairs, which is what everybody really wants, you know, because they got the nice little armrest. So you actually can carry 4 adults in this thing in relative comfort. Okay. Now there, no, I just noticed that. Check that out. I didn't even know that. This car, look at that. I didn't even know this thing had a power door. Maybe, let's see, is it gonna work? And sealed, huh? How about that? Well, there's a new one on me. Didn't even know the darn thing had a power door. Deep tinted glass, as you can see. Let's do the roof. You guys are getting a better view of the roof right now than I do. It does have a roof rack, as you can see. All right, and let's see, your power slider on this side. It looks like that's pretty clean. I don't see any nicks, dings, scratches. Now, here is the only issue I have found, I believe, that I would want to address if I were to buy this personally, is this spot right here. As you can see, that's a pretty good rust spot. You could probably bring that to a body shop for a couple $100. They'll clean that up for you, and I would recommend that. But again, I can't go rebuilding every car I get. I'd never be able to sell them. They'd be too expensive. All we did is, as you can see, we put a little bit of paint on it to arrest any further rusting. Or, you know what, since I'm going to be selling the van pretty cheaply, you just let it alone, and that's it. I wouldn't even worry about it. Okay, rear bumper. It does show some use. You know, sliding things in, of course. All right, let's look underneath. Oh, I gotta stay away from the exhaust. It actually fogs the lens up. There's your spare tire. So that is here. And you can see that it is indeed all-wheel drive, because normally these vans are front-wheel drive. As you just saw, this actually has rear-wheel drive and front-wheel drive, so all-wheel drive. Pretty decent. This is actually the, I don't want to use the term extended van, it's the actual, but it is the longer van. It's not a shorty as we call it in the business. So you do have quite a bit of room behind the third row of seats. That's the significant difference between a short one and what I call a regular one. Front and rear heat, as I had said. Just a very nice, pretty darn clean van. All right, here's your the back lid. As you can see, not too shabby. There you go. We'll do your rear door jamb for you. There you go. All right, and now we'll close this baby up. Okay, this is an LX. It used to say all-wheel drive right there, but obviously that's come off. And the rear hatch looks like it has one little spot right there. Town and Country. There's your rear wiper, defogger. And now coming along on this side looks really, really nice. This is your left rear quarter panel. No nicks, no dings, no scratches. All right, let's check the roof on this side. I see one scratch actually right there. All right, let's do your roof on this side. There you go. Now we'll go and we'll do the sliding door. This is on the driver's side. All right, let's open this up. Now, oh, see, yeah, look, see, there's no button here. This does not have a power slider on this side, okay? It's just on the other side there. All right, here is the other captain's chair. You get a good view of that. Go in here. Here's your door jamb. All right, and we'll do the door. Looks like we got a little bit of a chip there. Probably could use a little touch up. Again, you know, it's an 02. It's going to have a couple little issues, but again, nothing really major. The best thing is I know the thing really runs good, so I feel really good about that. All right, this is your driver's door. I don't see hardly any nicks, any dings, scratches. Let's check the door jamb out. There you go. And of course, here is your door frame itself. And coming down to where the typical trouble spot is, it looks pretty good. Well, we got a little bit starting right there. So overall, not bad, not bad. Looks like a little bit of the paint wearing on here. You know, you can paint that if you wish. Left front fender actually looks to be pretty good. Looks like we got a little chip here. Oh, check this out. This has a good New Jersey State inspection sticker until March of next year. So you have a full year left on the inspection if you live in New Jersey. All right, coming around to the front, we got a little nick thing there, no big deal. Front bumper actually looks pretty good. Let's check it out down low. You always want to check down low and make sure this isn't all busted up down here, because if this is all busted up, that usually means somebody hit a lot of curbs or whatever. All right, here, let's look underneath. There you go. All the way to the end. There you have it. Okay, looks like the headlights nice and clean. Let's take a look at the belt routing here. And here's the best part. This is a 3.8 liter V6, which I think was one of Chrysler's best engines. You know, gave you plenty of power, halfway decent gas mileage, but remember, this is all-wheel drive. You're not going to get like tiny car gas mileage out of this thing. You never do. All right, but I just want you to see. Looks like somebody put a brand new battery in it almost. I don't think I did that. Oh, here, let's check out the actual hood. There you go. All right, let me see if I can figure out a way to rev this thing up for you or not. I don't know if I can stick my hands in there without getting hurt or not. I'm trying to find a spot to rev it up. Yeah, I don't see a good spot there, folks, but what I'm going to do is just shut up for a minute and let you guys listen to it idle. Alright, there you go. Like I said, this is a good running vehicle. I don't put my wife in any piece of crap, especially in bad weather. I want to make sure it's a nice, reliable, safe vehicle if she's going to be driving it. Alright, and there you go. As you can see, not a bad looking car. It's very practical and very safe. But I will show you guys how good it is in a minute when we go for a test drive. Alright folks, I just noticed one really good thing, which I think is pretty cool. This has front airbags, as pretty much every car has nowadays, but I just noticed it also has side impact airbags. I like that. Great safety feature, especially since your family's going to most likely be in this car. Okay, what I'm going to do now is what we call a warm startup. You saw the vehicle start up cold, no issues, no problems. Now it's had a chance to warm up. I'm going to start it up again. And I do this specifically because some cars, depending upon, you know, with the issue, will manifest themselves either when the vehicle's cold or after it's warmed up for a while. So I like to do both just to give you a little bit of security. All right, we'll start her back up right there. Boom. Everything looks good. You know, again, no check engine lights, nothing, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. All right, here we go. Move my seat up a little bit. I'll do that. Okay, and we'll take it out for a ride. I will demonstrate the all-wheel drive for you guys. I actually have a really good spot to do that right across the street. It looks like there's about 6 inches of ice and snow over there. Now, hopefully I won't get stuck. I shouldn't with all-wheel drive, but you never know. I can do pretty amazing things sometimes. Stupid, I should say. All right, here we go. I do like the 3.8 liter engine the best in these minivans. There you see, shifts right through the gears, no problem. You wouldn't even be able to tell that this was all-wheel drive if you drove it. Most people can't. Look at that, hands off the wheel, goes down the road nice and straight. See, no hands. So there's no front end issues, obviously. 45. Well, we were doing about 50. Now we're slowing down because somebody's creeping along up here. I don't know why. Front and rear air conditioning do work. I don't know if you could just hear. I just turned the fan on both. All right, I'll do my little turn around here. There's not a lot of room these days to turn around because there's so much snow. It's like use up half the street where they had to put it. So I normally never have to do like a backup turn here, but that's because we had a lot of snow this year. All right, and off we go. This baby does shift nice and smooth. And I'll tell you, it's pretty quiet too. You know, I can talk in a normal tone of voice, no problem. Oh, I'm going to do a brake test, and I'm going to do an ABS test for you, or an all-wheel drive test. The brake test is basically I'm going to just pull to the side of the road, take my hands off the steering wheel, slam on the brakes. What you want to do is keep your eye on the steering wheel, and that'll just tell you whether there's a bad brake shoe hanging up, or if there's some kind of problem with just like the brake balance, I guess, is really all you can tell. I can describe to you how well it stops, but you can't feel it. I can do that, and I'm going to do that right over on the side of the road. There's plenty of grit and gravel left over where, believe me, you can see a lot of stuff happen. So here, we'll pull over here into the grit and gravel, and... Okay, one thing you could not tell, but I could, that is really good. I could hear the ABS pump going off, meaning it has anti-lock brakes. And that was a good thing. The reason the wheel kicked to the right at the end there is, I don't know if you can see out there, but there's like this huge yucky pile of black ice and snow and whatnot. Just waiting for this vehicle to move so I can pull over onto this part, which is the ice and snow. And I can demonstrate the all-wheel drive for you guys. All right, so here we go. It says in a truck. I just need you to know that you don't want to go off-roading with this thing, which is why I'm being very careful to not go over these big snow banks you can see here, because it would not be good. But it does give me a very good spot to check out the all-wheel drive. Now, I'm not sure if you can see through the windshield and see the ice. We're on basically an ice field right now. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to step on the gas and just watch how the vehicle moves. You'll see it should pull itself right through the snow. Here we go. Now, I don't know if you noticed that, but I found that to be very impressive, that this thing, I mean, we are literally on 4 to 6 inches of solid ice and snow. And as you can see, I'll do it one more time. See, you can hear all the wheels grab and boom, we take right off. No problem. I think that's fantastic myself. I love having an all-wheel drive vehicle. It gives me a lot of security. And this is a nice, safe one, too. So, let me go out here and get across the street, and I'll go over the details on this baby with you. Okay, we'll do a little recap. This is a 2001 Chrysler Town and Country LX all-wheel drive 7-passenger minivan. Basically has all the equipment you could possibly want. All-wheel drive, safe, 4 airbags, safe, anti-lock brakes, safe. So it's a nice, safe vehicle for your family. What I'm going to do is I'll pop the camera off here. Apologize for my terrible camera work. And we'll take one more walk around. Oh, the vehicle now has, I don't even know if I did this before, but I'll do it now, 127,495 miles. So for an 01, that's actually low mileage, believe it or not. If you did the math per year, you would see what I'm talking about. It's probably under 10,000 miles a year. I mean, it's enough that the vehicle's been kept in good shape, but not so much that it's worn out. There's still a lot of life left in this baby. All right, let me back up and we'll take a quick walk around and you can take a look and see. Not a bad looking vehicle. It does sit a little bit higher than your normal minivan just because of the all-wheel drive. But again, that does not mean you can go four-wheeling with it. Well, you can if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. And there you have it, folks. As I always do, if somebody needs an inexpensive all-wheel drive family vehicle, or if you're a business owner and you do a lot of deliveries, you can strip those seats out and turn this into an all-wheel drive cargo van if you want at a very cheap price, then this would be the one for you. Thanks, folks.